Broski. These pricks just don't lie down. They don't lie down. You know what? Martinelli. Well done. Well done. Broski. Yeah, I've had a lot to say about you, innit, Martinelli. So it is what it is. We're going to get to that. But listen, before we do, Arsenal 4, Leicester 2. 2-2 up until the 93rd minute. Trossard at the end. And of course, Kai Havertz. I think it was an own goal. And then obviously Kai Havertz at the death to make it 4-2. You got to give these guys their credit, man. You got to give them their credit. I don't really know what to say, man. But what I do know what to say is make sure you're liking the video. So if you're here, you're 56 seconds in, smash the like button right now. Let's get to like 200-ish or even more likes. And make sure you subscribe. Get us to 12.5k. We're about 100 and so off. So let me know who your man of the match was and all that good stuff. And let's just get into the game. Let's just get into the game. Broski, Martinelli with a goal and assist first and foremost. Listen, well done to him, man. I have to give the credit. I still think he's got a lot to do to really completely change my mind. But listen, to get a goal and assist and stand up for your team when not a lot, when it was obviously one of those games where it easily could have gone a different way, a different direction. Martinelli stood up. He stood up. And like what I said about Liverpool, we have to be honest. Sometimes you got to win ugly, you know. When it comes to winning that Premier League, are you going to go back and say, oh, we didn't win that game the way we wanted to win that game? No, you're going to say we got the 3 points. I'm trying to move on. I'm not trying to hear nothing about how we won the game. You know what I'm saying? 4 goals scored, something that, you know, has been difficult to come by for Arsenal. They haven't been scoring a lot of goals from open play recently, obviously, with the absence of Odegaard. And obviously, I know Mourinho hasn't played for them yet, but you know, they don't have a player that they've signed, so they haven't got to, you know, see what he can bring to the team. So for me, the fact that no Odegaard's there and they managed to get 4 goals, I know it was against the Leicester side at home, so for me, I feel like they should have been dealing with that game a lot more easily and more casual. But what a goal from James Justin. Take a bow. JJ Okocha. James Justin. Yo. You know that goal, yeah? You see goals like that. It's given the Pavard for France. Slice, where the ball's just spinning. The ball went outside the post and back in on the volley. No bounce. Straight eye. Broski. For me, that's goal of the season so far. I don't care what no one says. That is goal of the season. The whole... You know them goals you just have to applaud. Like, I'm pretty sure even the Arsenal fans just had to applaud. That was just pure brilliance. Pure brilliance from the Leicester fullback. And it's good because he was looking like one of England's better fullbacks a couple of years back, before the relegation and before he had that horrible knee injury. So I'm absolutely delighted for James Justin to be getting that goal. And obviously, I think he got the assist for the first goal. Someone can correct me in the comments. But yeah, but as I said, Trossard, important goals and important times. What can you say about Leandro Trossard? Very, very important clutch moments, clutch 3 points. Because at the end of the day, not everyone got their job done. Yeah? A certain team in Sky Blue didn't get their job done. They didn't get it done. You know what I'm saying? Last minute winners, 3 points. Not everyone can do that. Not everyone can do it. You know what I'm saying? So again, don't get me wrong. I state this again, this is Leicester at home. Arsenal should be making much easier work of this game. But sometimes you have to win ugly. I don't want to use the word, but mentality monsters kind of thing. Because let's be honest, how many rival fans really thought that Arsenal were actually going to draw that game? Look at me. How many of you really thought he was going to draw that game? You know, I'm pretty sure we all sat there and thought, they're probably still going to score. It'll be late, but, you know, we're starting to associate these late goals at the Emirates. You know what I'm saying? And it's happened again. And if you're going to go for this title, and if you want to put yourself in a title race, or you want to put yourself right there and then, especially after a disappointing result, that is the way you bounce back after a disappointing result. When I say, not saying a disappointing result at the Etihad, but to lose it at the death like that, to go and score at the death, to go and turn 1 point to 3 points, you have to applaud that in itself, because you've shown that you can get it over the line and go again and try and put a better performance in next week. So what I will say again, interesting from a defensive standpoint, obviously, with obviously conceding 2 goals in that. But again, there isn't really much more for me to say on the defensive standpoint. I think offensively, as I said, Arsenal are slowly improving. And I think Martinelli's form is something that just drastically needs to carry on and needs to improve even more if Arsenal are going to continue and go back to goal scoring ways, free flowing. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the next 3 games, I think it's obviously Leicester today, it was Bournemouth and someone else. It's 3 very much winnable games, but when Arsenal should be piling up on the goal difference. I think that's exactly what they need to do. And with Mourinho, I think coming back in a few weeks' time, obviously Arsenal going to have to keep playing with Odegaard. They're going to have to keep finding a way to put the ball in the back of the net. They're going to have to get, because listen, I am one to protect Kai Havertz, but he wasn't, for me, very good today. He weren't very good. So, they need to get Kai Havertz back in goal scoring form. I think Saka, yes, gets the I don't know if he was given the assist. I think it was given as an own goal. But Saka, I think, needs to get back amongst the goals. You know what I'm saying? I think the goals are kind of drying up. But listen, there was 4 of them today, and Trossard showed why he should be challenging for that spot as well. So it's going to be a very interesting run from an Arsenal standpoint. I think the midfield battle was an interesting one. And listen, Leicester gave it a game. You have to give your credit to Leicester as well. I don't think Leicester sit kind of with the newly promotees like Ipswich and Southampton. I actually think Leicester are a little bit better than what they make out to be, just because they still have tons. For me, they've got that Premier League experience prior, and listen, they're Premier League winners as well. Do you know what I'm saying? There's still Jamie Vardy. Yes, old as it is, these guys can still get goals and cause you problems. James Justin, we've seen what he can do. But I think there's no coincidence that Ben White's been dropped and Arsenal do concede another 2 goals. For me, I'd put Ben White back in the team. Maybe still put Calafiori, but Timber's someone who is he's still very important to the system in the way they want to play, especially maybe without Odegaard. So it's going to be an interesting one. Let me know who your man of the match was before. I'm probably going to go Martinelli, just because he gets the goal and assist, and he stood up when everyone else was kind of looking left and right, thinking, what do we do? So yeah, man, listen, I feel like for me, it's draining it's just draining to see that they managed to somehow win that game, not by 1, by actually winning it by 2 goals, blood. So yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with Troops and his BS and his Martinelli prop, but it is what it is. We're definitely going to talk about how Leicester made that a difficult game. But again, let me know who your man of the match was. I'm going to go Martinelli. And genuinely, I don't know how they do it. I just don't know how they do it, man. Arsenal Football Club, well played. You done your thing. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone can go in at 3 points, man. Obviously, we're going to have some more games to talk about in terms of like Man United and Tottenham and whatnot. But listen, Arsenal got themselves back on 14 points. Liverpool sit on 15. And we'll see what happens, man. Listen, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff, man. Get us to 12.5k. And we'll see you guys in the next one. These pricks just keep scoring, man.